Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more Starfinder RPG goodness. This time we have Flip Mat, the Transporter Hub. Wet, dry, and permanent markers erased from the mat. And of course this Flip Mat is brought to you by the great people over at Pazio. As like all the other flip mats that they release, this is 24 by 30 inch mat, folds to 8 by 10, has 1 inch squares on each side. And remember, when playing in the game of Starfinder, each square is equal to 5 feet in terms of movement. All aboard, whether the heroes are trying to flag down a robo-taxi for a night on the town or hopping a grav train to the next city over, no game master wants to spend time drawing every ticket kiosk and waiting room bench. Fortunately, with Pazio's latest Starfinder flip mat, you won't have to. This line of gaming maps provides ready-to-use science fantasy set pieces for the busy game master. This double-sided map features a grav chain platform on one side and a waiting room and robo-taxi stand on the other. Don't waste time sketching when you could be playing with Starfinder Flip Mat Transport Hub. You'll be ready for anything your players encounter the next time they take mass transit. Okay, this is here's your front map right here, and this is the grav train platform. And then down here is the robo taxi. It's the waiting room and robo taxi stand. Okay. And of course, this is brought to you by Pazio. It was released in 2020. Of course, it's to be used for the Starfinder role-playing game. If you have any questions about Starfinder, about Pazio, or about this map, of course, you can always go to pazio.com/Starfinder. And the retail value of this map was $14.99 when it was released. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. I'm going to remove the dust jacket. Some people throw these out. I always keep them because I love the way they keep the mats flat. And also having the information on the back, that always helps out as well. Lets me know what I'm looking at. So again, whenever I get new maps, it's got the squeakiness to them. I always bend them up a little bit. This way they lay flatter on the table. So this is the transport hub here. The grav train they're waiting for at the station. So you got some benches, you got some, not sure what that is, maybe it's trash on the ground, or you got receptacles, you got that little cart thing there, whatever that is. Got some chairs up here, maybe some lockers. Got some benches and some chairs for a waiting area. So we can go to the middle. Okay, this is where the grav train would be located. Again, you got some benches, some kiosks with computers on them. I guess that's a table. I guess that's what that is up there, a table. Somebody left a bag or a book on top of it. You've got some restrooms in there as well. And then at the bottom here, got more of the same. Where the train is, some benches, some tables, some pillars, some waiting rooms, and some benches and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to open the map up. Try to show you the whole map from various different angles. There you go. Again, these maps can be used for any type of role-playing game that you'd like to, or a 28mm war game. I mean, if you do Star Wars, the role-playing game, if you do Blade Runner, Alien, um, Star Trek, any of those type of games, you can use this for. You can even use it for Dungeons and Dragons if you want to. If you play 28mm war games, and this could be, you could do, if you want to do an, if you saw the second Die Hard film, it takes place in an airport. You can turn this into an airport versus it being a train station. You could use it for that, where terrorists have taken over and you've got to send a team in to eliminate the terrorists or whatever. It's all up to your imagination. That's the beauty of gaming. There's no right or wrong way to use these flip tiles or use the flip mats. Use them how you want. It's up to your own creativity. So there you have it. I'm going to bring this map down and then I'll throw a couple figures on there so you can see a general gist as to how they would look on there. So let's have our guys up there. So again, this is an official pawn from Starfinder. I'll be standing over here waiting for the train to show up. This gentleman has a Dungeons & Dragons figure. The base is a little bit larger, so he's out there as well. Another figure there. I'll put him over here because he pops more because he's not painted. If you want to use a pawn from a game board, you could use that as well. Put this guy over here. If you want to put a couple terrain pieces out there, you can do that as well. We've got the circle thing here. We've got this thing right here in its place. Just having a table there. We could put some crates over there. And put another one of these things over here somewhere so you can just kind of take a look at it, so you get a general gist of what's going on. Got an alien just sitting here waiting for the transporter to pop up. Now this is a WizKids Hero Click. It's about a 40-inch base, so it's much larger than your 28mm base. So this guy would take up 4 squares, as you can tell right here. Again, movement-wise, each square is 5 feet, so 5, 10, 15. You'd be able to have reach him if he was going to do close combat or whatever. And there you have it, right there. Of course, we're going to roll. Oh. There you go. Roll another 6, and there you are. So again, none of these figures are included, or the terrain pieces or the pawns are come with this map. Obviously, they're there for demonstration purposes only. Just to give you an example of what it would look like with some figures on the terrain, figures or terrain on the flip mats. Just so you get a general gist of what it looks like. Obviously, they look terrific on there, whether they're painted, unpainted, whether it's a pawn or it's just a figure. Okay, and obviously when you roll your dice, the dice just pop. They just pop on the map, so you see them right away. Okay, so let's flip to the other side of the map. So that was a grav train portion waiting there. And on this side, this is the waiting room and taxi stand, robo taxi stand. So let's start at the bottom. At the bottom, lots of seats and tables. Got some shrubs in there. Not sure what these are. Maybe those are walk-up computers or something. I don't know. I got a garbage can. Again, we got some statues, some plants, computer monitors. Of course, you got your taxi over here. That's cool. So if I wanted to use a terrain piece there, I could do that too. If I didn't want to use that taxi, I want to put this vehicle there. Gives you an idea of how it would look on there, honestly. Same general gist, or have this guy parking behind him, whatever, or park in front of him. It's the right scale. that's the bottom half of the map. The middle section. Again, got some more bushes over here, some tables, it looks like. A bunch of comfortable chairs. Going down to the more computer terminals. Nice walkway. Again, a bunch of computer terminals. Some, I guess these are benches or chairs or stools. So you got that here. Then the top section we have right here. Again, really well designed. Everything pops on it. It looks great. So I'm going to show you the full map once again. This time with the completely laid on the gaming table. So you get a better bird's eye view. I don't have a top camera, so just using one camera here. Again, the Robo Taxi station. This is in the waiting area. Again, like all flip mats, there's no right or wrong way that you set up on the table. So the way that you lay it down is the way you lay it down. Again, it can be used for any type of role-playing game, whatever you choose to use it for, or 28mm war game, or whatever you want to use it for. As I always like to say, Pazio did it again with another fantastic map here. Even though this is a few years old, I picked it up recently. I'm very happy with my purchase. And so this way, the general gist. So I'll pull this over here, I'll pull this down just a little bit. So you get the general gist of what we're looking at here. Alright, so again, this is an official, again, Starfinder pawn. There he is, coming down a flat stairs there. This guy taking a look at a computer terminal, checking his flight, or looking for the train, see what time they're showing up. This guy's over here, mind his business. This guy's alien coming down, looking for somewhere to sit. Again, if you don't want to use figures, you can use a game board pawn. If you want to throw some terrain pieces out there, you can. Let's say there's some, instead of plant, let's just say we got some crates up there. Say you got one of these things in the corner over here. Throw one of these in the corner, or throw it in the corner over here somewhere. Again, this is a HeroClix figure, which has a 40mm base, so it's a little larger. We'll throw him over here so you could see that he takes up 4 squares versus just 1 square. Again, each square is 5 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20. He'd be able to go into close combat with him if he chose to. Again, rolled some dice, and you could see how the dice just pops on the table as well, around the map. As you can tell, looks great. Again, everything looks excellent on these maps. And again, whether you're using if you're using dice for one of your characters, if you're using a board game pawn, or using an official Starfinder pawn, again, it's up to you. Totally up to you how you use it. And that's Rosie yelling at me, telling me that it's time for bed. Anyway, take these guys off. So that concludes another unboxing for us, and this time it was Starfinder flip mat, transporter hub, wet, dry, and permanent markers erased from the mat, and of course brought to you by the great people over at Pazio. As always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed it, you could always give us a thumbs up or a like. You could also leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way, you're kept up to date as to any time we release any new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.